My name is Michael Douglas. I was raised in the Pine Barrens of New Jersey, and I met a gentleman through scouting who always seemed to bring us outside and engage us with our senses. Tom Brown Jr. had a major influence as I grew up learning the craft of survival, which evolved into something much more, much bigger. And I didn't understand this until I joined the Marine Corps and went through as many survival schools as they could let me. Nobody wanted to sign up for them at the time, so anytime they asked if anybody wanted to go, I was the first on board. Until halfway through that experience, I was told that I wasn't going to go to any more of them. And I went to the USO a few days later and found a book called The Tracker. And halfway through the first chapter, I realized that it was Tom Brown Jr., my mentor, who wrote the book. And I just felt flabbergasted. I thought everybody had that experience in scouting. Everybody had a scoutmaster who wore moccasins. Everybody got to sneak through the forest and play capture the enemy's flag or flashlight tag or stalk up on a campfire full of people waiting and watching to see if you could get close. And I went back after the Marine Corps. I searched him out, and I'm still his student to this day, even though he has passed on. The amount of information that I had learned and took for granted as a child and continued to learn as an adult is never ending and incredibly rewarding, fulfilling, motivating. It helps to clarify my path. It helps to get me excited about each day. It helps me handle triage and otherwise debilitating events in my life. And I want to share these skills with you because they are so genuine, so authentic. I have had the opportunity to travel around the world as a perpetual student of outdoor craft, from Okinawa to the Philippines to Sweden and above the North Arctic Circle to the southern tips of England. I've looked through the lens of the skills that bind us, that give us a common ground, the life-sustaining needs as a species for us: attitude, shelter, water, fire, and food. And in every climate that I've had the honor to work in and with, I find these skills work. They pan out. There's this common thread of humanity that when you address these needs in a systematic way that's efficient and effective, well, I don't want to say life is easy, but life is enriching. Life is rewarding. Life is more than tolerable. You're not suffering to get rescued. You're living. You're living. You're not making a life. You're living. And every day I feel like a new beginner with it. And the joy of it overflows to the point where I can't help but want to share in it. So yeah. My journey's been long but vibrant. I've been told by my closest friends that I've lived 3 lives, and maybe I can eke out a 4th before it's time to go. So that's who I am and where I am and what I'm doing. I know all 3. I know who I am, I know where I am, and I know what I'm doing. But in the end, really, the biggest part of knowing what I'm doing is that I don't know anything at all. And I'm taking that curiosity, that burning, passionate, childlike curiosity, and refining it into its ultimate adult form, into a craftsmanship that includes mentoring, flourishing, and passing it on in better form than I found it. I look forward to meeting you.